NEWSFASH. Here's everything you need to know that happened in fashion this week. The industry is mourning the loss of beloved stylist Melanie Ward, who passed away from cancer. Her legacy includes styling for many of the greats, which was reflected in the many designers and models who have been paying tribute to Melanie Ward, the woman, and wickedly talented creative. Less wickedly talented would be the creative direction of the latest Balenciaga campaign, which, as pointed out by Instagram industry watchdog Whoopsie, bears a striking resemblance right down to the model to the latest Alaya. In other, where have I seen that before news? Kim Kardashian's Gilded Corset is archival Givenchy couture from 1997 by then designer Alexander McQueen. With the current day McQueen operation just announcing that they are laying off 20% of their London-based staff, which accounts for about 55 employees. With parent company Kering calling this a strategic review, in line with Kering's restructuring plan under new CEO Luca De Meo, which also saw them offload the beauty arm of their business to L'Oreal for $4.7 billion, which will allow them to hopefully improve their numbers. Fun fact, the most profitable beauty brand in their portfolio is actually Creed, which makes sense because they're basically the ubiquitous Baccarat Rouge for dudes. I always smell this Aventus scent on rich guys and those who want to seem like it at the horse races. And in a race to the top, Hermes Q3 results were up over 9%, as were the Prada groups year on year. I for one had no idea they were working with Scarlett Johansson, nor that their sales at Prada itself were actually down a little bit. We're talking less than 1%, but all is well in Prada land in large part thanks to Miu Miu, which buoyed the group with a sales increase of over 29%. I shall be doing my part to contribute to this positive growth when I finally acquire a pair of Miu Miu boat shoes when I'm back in the UK next week. In other shoe news, I give you Naked Copenhagen and New Balance's Bubblegum Trainer, and Simone Roche's Croc Platform Ballerina Mule, which we'd love to see an American Ballet Theatre principal dancer Misty Copeland, who just gave her swan song retirement dance for the company as the barrier-breaking first black ballerina to ever hold that title. Mazel tov, Misty, on an incredible run. On the topic of doing the most, designer Glenn Martens is quickly entering Karl Lagerfeldian workhorse territory, because not only is he the designer at Diesel and Margiela, but he just did an H&M collaboration, which, upon closer inspection, appears to riff on his previous work for Y Project. Another man who's had many jobs is former Dior and Fendi designer Kim Jones, who's creating a new high-end line for Chinese outerwear label Bosideng, whose Instagram bio copy I might have to copy. That wraps your NEWSFASH roundup. I'm Moshe Lundstrom Halbert. Be sure to stick with me to stay up to date on all things fashion.